can edit anything out too.
That's true, like we did the other time. We had the black screen.
Introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Alex.
And I'm Matt.
Welcome back to Pie Entertainment.
Official first episode?
Yeah, official first episode.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
As you guys can see, we're still here in the garage, but with a nice table.
We have a table. Want to start it off, Alex?
Sure. So, to bring up our news that we got for the last 2 weeks, let's start off with EA buying Respawn, which, if you guys don't know that, it's actually the company that has created Titanfall and Titanfall 2. So EA has decided to buy them completely now. They used to be a part of EA's some sort of like parent company thing where they would support Respawn and develop games, but Respawn had full rights to whatever they want. Now their IP is technically owned by EA. It's now sparking up a couple of controversies with EA, especially with the recent bullshit of Battlefront's loot box system.
Yeah.
It's now getting people worried with Titanfall, and so that's about it with that.
Rightfully so. Other news, let's see. The Punisher dropped today, same day as Justice League. Justice League got that 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
Rotten Tomatoes' best friend is the DC.
Yeah.
But the Punisher, something that's doing much better. I've only seen the first episode, and let me tell you, it's good. It's up there with Daredevil. Daredevil for me is my favorite. It's up there with Daredevil. I don't know if you watch Walking Dead, but John Bernthal, who plays the Punisher, who also played Shane, phenomenal actor. I love him as the Punisher. It's a brutal show. Don't watch it if you're queasy. It was a sledgehammer in the first episode, if that tells you anything.
Fuck.
What else?
If you guys haven't heard of Sony's announcement, they have decided that they're trying or possibly will lean towards other types of microtransactions in their exclusives. There's still word to be discussed about that, but people are theorizing that it's going to be in games like Uncharted, possibly The Last of Us, and other games like that. That's what they came out with saying. There's not much other in development with that as of right now, but who knows where this leads to in the future.
Damn. Let's see. Eminem's album was supposed to, rumored to drop today. I don't know if we have any Eminem fans. All like 9 of you who viewed the first damn video. If any of you are Eminem fans, it's rumored to drop today. Like a week after Walk on Water dropped. He's going to be on SNL tomorrow. Who's his co-star? It's going to be Leslie Jones.
Fucking Leslie Jones!
Leslie Jones is going to be on there tomorrow with Eminem.
Oh, that should be cool.
And I forget, there's some other... it was, who's the dude? What's his name? The dude with the 3 on his hat.
The 3 on his hat?
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
Oh, that fucker.
Chance the Rapper. Sorry, people. Chance the Rapper, Eminem, and Leslie Jones. It's quite a trifecta.
That's like political justice right there at its finest.
They're gonna be on SNL tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm an Eminem fan, so is Alex. So hopefully, we'll hear something about the album that's rumored to drop today. Maybe he's pulling one over on us. Who knows? But I don't tune into SNL really that much. But maybe I'll tune in tomorrow to see how that goes.
Let's see, what else do we got? If you guys haven't heard of the writer Brian Bensley, I believe is his last name. He is a writer for Marvel, or was. I'm not sure if he's permanently signing over to DC, but basically he has a signing exclusives with DC as of last week, and he'll be joining the DC team with some of their new comics, such as Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, or at least that's what they theorize. If you guys don't know him, you probably have heard of some of his works. He made Ultimate Spider-Man. He helped create Miles Morales. He's also in charge of the House of M, New Avengers, Dark Adventures, and the Secret Wars. So you have probably heard of some of his work. And now he's going to DC, so that should be some interesting times ahead of us with that.
Oh boy. Okay, on a lighter note, that doesn't have to do with comics or video games. 2 hours ago was reported. I don't want to do the story. 2 hours ago it was reported that there is a Navy pilot flying over Washington State, specifically over a place called Okanogan Highlands, and he drew a penis in the sky with his. And apparently, this article was from, I believe it was the Huffington Post. Go figure, the Huffington Post is gonna be upset about a penis in the sky.
Top Gun shit over here, danger zone.
Yeah. They don't, Huffington Post, they don't have any penis in their lives, so they don't like it when they see it in the sky. One brave man did that. It's probably gonna be like a court martial or something. I don't know.
Oh shit.
What you got?
Oh man. Oh yeah, the Disney thing.
Yeah.
So, for a while, I believe it's been over a year. It's been in the works at least that Disney and Fox have been communicating, and the as of like last week, it's kind of been linked out, or at least most of the media's kind of sort of focusing on this. Is that Fox and Disney are planning on doing a deal where Fox hands over, well, not hands over. They sell over their entertainment division, so everything from TV and movies. And the obvious reason behind this is that Disney wants all control of the Marvel Universe. So they'll get control over Deadpool, all of X-Men, I think Fantastic Four too, right?
Yeah, that's technically, yeah. That's
Are they? Yeah, them. Also, they would probably be getting things like James Cameron's Avatar, as well as, I know it's, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Greatest movie of all time.
Freaking A, right? Then there's also them getting The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and that other show, American Dad.
American Dad.
So it's kind of an interesting deal. There's not a lot of talks going out there, but they are talking, but right now it's at a stalemate. So we'll keep in touch with that shit.
Yeah.
Should be interesting with them and their monopoly.
Yeah, Disney owning The Simpsons and Family Guy and American Dad. I don't know how that'd fly.
I don't think they would. It's either going to be officially canceled, or they're just going to just take the movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Yeah.
It's interesting.
We're gonna see like a Family Guy ride pop up at California Adventure.
Fucking hey. Pixar Pier gone. Welcome Homer Simpsons. Welcome to Springvale.
Next to Cars Land. I'd be down there. They already have that at Universal Springfield.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, let's see. On to more political matters. There's the movement to impeach Trump.
Oh yeah, that shit.
You want to talk about that?
I mean, like, this is my theory, because from my understanding, like I said, it's the Republicans who wanted to do it, and if that's the case, that's some like power move that they're doing, that they want to kind of like get him out of the way, get Pence in there, and then kind of just control the Republican House like that.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but that's some interesting shit.
I can see it. Trump's not really a fan of either left or right now.
Goes Green Party. He goes to the Tea Party.
Jill Stein.
Fucking A.
Jill Stein. Yeah, no. He's really anti-establishment. Makes sense. I don't know.
I kind of hope it doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't happen.
I mean, you don't have to like Trump, but you kind of want him. You should want him to succeed.
Yeah.
As an American citizen, you don't have to like the president. I wasn't a fan of Barack Obama. I mean, I'm more right-winged, but I wanted him to succeed. I didn't want to see him crash and burn, and I certainly didn't want to see that. So
I was a fan of him his first term, and then Michelle decided to implement the fucking lose weight gain bullshit, and then control all schools with her food crusade. So that's when I kind of like, nah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, fine. We'll go off the top of the head. Michelle Obama made a speech that apparently got a lot of people pissed off because it basically, what was it? It was it had something to do with blaming white people. Go figure again. Fuck. Color my skin.
Color I associate with.
It was basically, it was about how in politics it's mostly white men, and she said like, what'd she say? She said, I don't want to be taken on the record here, so don't quote me. She said Alex is gonna look it up, so we'll just edit this shit out because we can look it up.
Well, look it up. Give us a second.
Okay, while Alex looks that up, I found another article from the Boston Globe. And quoting Michelle Obama said, "Any woman who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice."
The fuck?
I'm not a woman, obviously, and I don't identify as one, but you can't speak for an entire. You can't speak for a population. Any woman who didn't vote against any woman who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice. No, no. I didn't like Clinton either. Okay, I don't like Bill and I don't like Hillary. Okay, and if you call yourself a feminist, you shouldn't like Bill either. But
fucking Bill.
I would love to see a woman president. You know, I love women just as much as I love men, not in a gay way. But to have Hillary Clinton be the first woman president, I feel like there's many better candidates for that position. But for Michelle Obama to say that women voted against their own voice, they didn't vote for Clinton, I think that's kind of bullshit. Vote for whoever you want to in this country. It's democracy. It's representative democracy. You can vote for whomever you want. First she ruins lunches, and now she's speaking for all of women. I don't know.
Stupid beast. I mean, like, let's be honest, though.
And in that same speech, she also, once again, she was defending the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. You could have your own opinion about universal health care. When Obamacare came into effect.
Here it is.
Oh, you found it?
There's that one, and then there was one from CNN, which might be the most accurate one.
What does it say? It said that. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so quoting from, what is that, Snopes.com?
Yeah.
Snopes.com, that First Lady Michelle Obama said in a speech recently that, quote, "White folks are what's wrong with America," unquote, during a commencement speech at Tuskegee University. So, so you heard it here, folks. The reason America's not doing so well. This will be the last episode of it.
Bye. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, so there's some more of that for you. More politically correct stuff that's happening.
Oh, do you want to finish off with the Battlefront shit?
Go for it.
Oh, yes, Battlefront? Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
So, if you guys probably have heard by now, Battlefront is being a dyke because of, EA, or as I like to call them, electronic microtransactions.
Yeah.
Fucking A. They're not electronic arts anymore. They have, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the news, basically EA, at first, when they first started announcing this shit back in October when they let out the demo, everyone was like, oh, it's all fun and everything, and you didn't really have to worry about loot boxes or microtransactions and stuff like that. But as early gamers or early access players got a hold of it, you started seeing that there was a little bit of a leniency towards it. And within the last 2 weeks, it's full-blown gone out of that. Basically, the whole game is pay to win. In case you haven't heard, there is an example that the Boba Fett character, if you play him and you get his card, his like little ult or whatever it is, he goes from, on his first card that you get, he goes from 20%, he can take damage more. He can take more damage by 20%. And by the time you get to the 5th card, he can take all the damage and he doesn't get hurt at all when he's in his ult mode.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's something. There's that, and then there is also how they got the most disliked downvoted Reddit vote ever because they're little dicks saying that it's fun to grind apparently or pay, even though you pay to play these characters. So fuck you, EA.
Yeah. Along with that, they're taking it all down. They're saying we listen to the people. There's a picture that got posted on social media. It's all over now, and it said, we're sorry. We're sorry that people feel this way about the loot boxes, about having to pay for your players and all that stuff. And they ended it with this was never our intention.
Bullshit, it was.
I don't know what your intention was then, EA.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't catering to the players' wants and desires.
Mm-hmm.
It was just make more room in your wallet.
No, but like, let's be honest though, like they didn't even really get rid of it though. They're still saying they're gonna work on it.
Yeah.
And it's still in the back burner somewhere
Yeah.
where they're gonna bring it back, but they're gonna change it because they never got rid of the function that the two go together, where leveling up requires some sort of like loot box or something.
Really?
They didn't get rid of that shit.
They didn't get rid of it?
No, it's still in the system. So either they're gonna get rid of it later or they're not.
Yeah,
But I doubt they are gonna get rid of it.
I haven't played. I played the beta and it was fun. I thought it was fun, but
I thought so too. And then all this shit
um,
happened.
Yeah, I haven't bought it. I'm not gonna buy it anytime soon unless that gets fixed, because I don't want to pay $60 just to have to pay another $60 to have fun in the game.
Fuck you, man. Some people actually speculated that to just get But you also have to remember, they also had that lockdown where you can't play arcade mode and get rewarded for it for 14 hours. You didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah, so you could be playing the game, and then you can get like your loot boxes. After a certain point, it shuts down and says you can't play this for 14 hours getting rewarded. In 14 hours, you'll get rewarded again. So you can't farm it.
Ooh.
So yeah, there's that bullshit.
Ooh.
And
cheeky.
yeah, so there really is some deep shit.
Dang.
And then the other thing about that is, I think it's Belgium. Is it Switzerland? And the UK. I think those three, or one of those countries.
Yeah.
One of the three countries. They launched an investigation this week that on EA and Battlefront, seeing if it's gambling, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I heard. I didn't know the countries involved or the nations. But
I know the UK is basically one of the senators or one of the people who works for like Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
They brought the idea to Parliament saying that we should look into this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's Belgium or that country. Their game or gambling committee for the government has launched an investigation on EA, and they're looking into whether or not it's actually gambling, the loot boxes.
Yeah.
And if it is, they're gonna try getting rid of it or trying to make EA pay a fine for it. Because basically children will be playing it. And that's illegal to gamble.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and if EA is fine with that, then that could result them losing shelf space on that, so they'll no longer be selling in that country.
Yeah.
And they'll be paying a fine.
You know how much they'd be fined?
A couple mil. I don't know how many million, but it's a couple million.
Just enough to get all the characters, folks.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we end?
I think that's it.
Okay, we'll end on a happier note. There's a meme circulating social media, the interwebs, that there's a screenshot of a CNN news coverage that Trump took a sip of water during his speech.
Blasphemy.
I don't really know what to say. It's CNN. I mean, I don't really like any news networks at the moment because they're all biased, obviously. But you know,
there's some that are more extreme than others.
He took a sip of water.
The man is thirsty, grabbing women's pussy.
Goodness, you just went for it, dude. On that note, anything else?
I think we're done.
All right.
All right, guys.
It's the end of the first official episode. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.